Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you all according to your time you will be watching this video. So guys, I have a video here I would like we all to watch. But before then, if you're meeting my channel for the very first time, you're highly welcome. Please do well to like, share and subscribe. Leave your thought about this video and let us know what you think about this video. So guys, let's watch the video together and see you towards the end.
I not be your sworn. No, I watch me. I'll be in court. No, be every time the open man they talk. Anyway, just watch. I'll be there. Share. I made the word hear audio abomination from court. Watch. I'm share. Exactly.
We have called you to alert Nigerians and the international community of the atrocious move by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to destroy and erase evidence of its intolerable rigging of the February 25, 2023 presidential election. Late yesterday at 10:10 p.m., know that time, 10:10 p.m. yesterday, INEC, in a desperate move to prevent our party and candidate from obtaining necessary evidence as ordered by the court, filed a motion requesting that it be allowed to reconfigure the Beavers machines and wipe out relevant information that our party and candidate require to prosecute our case at the Presidential Election Tribunal. INEC admitted that, and I quote from their own document, which is here, the motion that they filed in court, which is here. They said, Beavers application stored the accreditation data for all voters accredited on the device for the presidential, senatorial districts, and House of Representatives election conducted on the 25th February 2023. And that the reconfiguration of the Beaver devices, quote from their words, entails purging the accreditation data on the Beaver devices. So what they are hoping is to purge those information.
Musa Abdullahi, Seidu Musa Abdullahi,
and we are seeing live visuals at the International Conference Center, where indeed 24 hours after the senators-elect received their certificates of return, INEC is handing out certificates of return to their counterparts in the House of Representatives. The legislature is an important arm of government that complements the executive and the judiciary in a presidential system of government. In the House of Representatives, according to the Commission, the All Progressives Congress garnered about 162 from the 360 seats. The PDP got 102, Labour Party 34, the New Nigeria People's Party 18, All Progressives Grand Alliance 4, SPD and ADC got 2 each, while the YPP won 1 seat. According to INEC, in last Saturday's elections, winners were declared for 423 national legislative seats, and of course for the House of Representatives we have about 325 out of the 360 seats that have been won by about 8 political parties. It also shows that there are several seats where supplementary elections will hold, and also a number of seats where there are court orders.
Magama Rijau, Shehu Saleh Rijau, Shehu Saleh Rijau, Chiroro Rafi Muya, Ismail Musa Modibo, Ismail Musa Modibo.
indeed the members there receiving their certificates of return. But let's talk to our guest who's joining us virtually. He's a former House of Representative member and Pro Tem Secretary General, National Coalition for Peace and Unity, Dr. Karu Jugbo. It's good to see you. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, we can. I'd like to ask first, and this is there any significance in the list of National Assembly members for the 10th National Assembly?
You can see that the normal distribution has been somehow altered. But now the leading party should have well over 50% of the winners, but it didn't turn out to be so. Reasons are obvious. That is why the National Coalition for Peace and Unity has always spoken about peace. And then going forward, we need absolute peace so that the by-elections for the remaining seats can be conducted. When we have peace, it is very probable that the leading party will now cross over the 50% mark, and that will make it easier to constitute the principal offices of the National Assembly. For the first time, for a very long time, this is, and indeed, for the first time in this country, this is the first time it is happening. It means that the current government has achieved a lot in the conduct of election. There are a lot of positives to be taken from the last presidential and National Assembly election. The diversity of the winners is very encouraging, and it should be made more as time goes on. Somehow the BVAS that has been very controversial has done something good. It has enabled the smaller parties to have the fair representation of what it is. If it were in other system of governance, like you have in France and you have in Switzerland. In France, for instance, the number of persons in the cabinet is representative of the measure and the number of people that has won the seats in Parliament. Of course, in parliamentary system in England is quite different. While the winner will form government, the losers will form a shadow cabinet. So everybody is involved in governance. But in the presidential system, it's winner takes all, except the winner is magnanimous enough to say, all right, I don't want problem. I want to constitute a government of national unity, which persons are, and then even the winner is contemplating in doing, to form a broad-based government of national unity, to bring everybody together, to make everybody participatory in a form of government that will take the interest of everybody, including the youths that have been very vociferous in the affairs of this country for the last 3 years. This is the time to accommodate them. And when you listen to the winner, he has always said that this is the time to listen to the youths. He said, the youths have heard you loud and clear. I hope I'm not speaking too much. I don't want to take your time.
We invited you, so we're glad you could join us. But I'm sure that, the visuals we're seeing, those who are collecting their certificates, and, we saw the senators-elect yesterday, senators now collect their certificates. It's reminiscent of, for you, who used to be a former lawmaker. What do you think is going through their minds? And this is also considering the task before the executives. If you think that these lawmakers will contribute to preparing the incoming administration for a good takeoff of the task.
Sorry. Yes, I lost you for a while, but I think I captured your question. Your question is, what do I think? How do I think the executive will, what do I think the executive will make up of the current configuration of the National Assembly? Well, it is best for the voters. The reason is that when you have a competitive National Assembly like we have now, then the government has to sit up. If you have an omnibus National Assembly where there is an absolute majority, it is easier for the executive to control the National Assembly and have their way. But now that it is somehow well and even almost evenly distributed, the executive would have to sit up and do what is best for the society. Where I think that Asiwaju would do best, because he will be able to work with a balanced National Assembly as it is, so to speak. Well, the government will now listen more to the people through the National Assembly. For instance, we know what is paramount in the minds of people in this country today. Number one, restructuring. Number two, the economy. Number three, security. Number four, education. But of all this, the most important is security and peace. Because if you don't have security and if you don't have peace, you will not have security.
Thank you, Doctor.
They are partners. And I believe that Asiwaju is capable enough to be able to handle this.
We appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Former House of Representative member and Pro Tem Secretary General, National Coalition of for Peace and Unity, Dr. Cairo Jugbo. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. Is that all? I thought I will spend more time because I have more to say.
But perhaps another time. We appreciate your time. We need to go on break now and continue with other stories. Well, we are going to go on a short break. When we return, we have more on party politics as over 10,000 PDP members, supporters, dump a party for the All Progressives Congress that's in Katsina State. Do stay with us. Welcome back. Ahead of Saturday's governorship election in Delta State, the National Executive of the Labour Party has dissociated itself from any endorsement of the All Progressives Congress governorship candidate, Ovie Omoagege. The National Chairman, Special Duties Committee, Emeka Mandela, who led other Labour Party chieftains and leaders in a press conference in Asaba, disclosed that the purported alliance with the APC made by a group last week does not have the support of the party. They've asked members of the Obedient Movement to disregard such endorsement and go ahead to cast their votes against the APC on Saturday, the 11th of March.
Some news making rounds that the Obedient family of Delta States have endorsed and is supporting the APC candidates for the 11th general elections of gubernatorial and state assembly. Please, to the viewers out there listening and to all supporters of Labour Party and the Obedient struggle, this is a false news. We've come here to debunk such rumors saying that the Obedient family are supporting the APC for the next elections coming up on Saturday. Let it be on record that the APC has plunged Nigeria into darkness. Let it be on record that the APC has put sorrow over the land. And the youth of Nigeria are still mourning. We are sad, and we are using Saturday as an expression of the demonstrations we should have been doing on the streets by now. We decided to shield our sword of the demonstrations that you would have been seeing happening around the nation, to take that demonstration to the polls on Saturday against APC.
Badebo is not a politician. He's an activist. That is his core.
The area
that is
of Lagos.
the core
Let's listen in.
character of Badebo. When he came out after school, he was leading marches to the legislature. He was debating with the Minister of Agriculture, and this was the GMO thing. The thing with an activist is that is revolted by injustice, by anything that's unfair immediately he reacts and he begins to lead processions and marches and goes on TV, and so that was Badibo for you. So Badibo at heart is somebody that is just good. It's as simple as that. He's just a good man because he will react to anything negative, and he reacts violently.
Well, you're watching visuals from the press conference of the Lagos Labour Party that's taking place in the Ikeja area of Lagos State.
During his activism, he recognized that it would be difficult to change things as an activist, and so he decided to go back to school, did the master's in political science, and then decided to go into politics. Now, prior to this, when Badibo started school here at Chrisland, and then went on to ISL, that's the University of Lagos Secondary School. He didn't finish there, but he finished at EAB in Paris. And then this is where I noticed myself as the father that this boy was different too. There was this graduation ceremony. I was there in Paris, and the valedictorian was making his speech. But before he made his speech, he said that there is somebody here in this class, and you know that's a white class, so the French boys, he is black. There's somebody here in this hall who is responsible for what I am today. That's the valedictorian, that's the man who led the class. And he began to tell us about Badibo, that he didn't know. This valedictorian was up on chemistry and physics, but that Badibo spent time, including going out in inclement weather when it was in winter and all that, to go and lecture him and teach him. And then now he is what he is. You can imagine how I felt. I was sitting there, and you know, he is not the valedictorian, but the valedictorian himself is admitting that this is the person who made him what he is. So you find that Badibo has this spirit of love.
So guys, thank you so much for watching. How would I see the video? Wait till I think about this video. Make a leave in a thought for the comment section. I will see you in my next one. From me to you all, I say bye for now.